and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Friday evening. I have a completely different setup, technically speaking, this evening because myself and Alan are off on our holidays tomorrow. We're going over to France for 2 weeks, taking in some of the rugby. Hopefully it'll all go well for Ireland. And we've recorded the practices for the next 2 weeks. But Alan is hoping that if Ireland are still in it after the quarterfinals, please God, that he's going to stay there. And so I need to figure out how to record the practices without him. So this is a little maiden voyage of me doing it on my own without him behind the camera. So bear with me, hopefully it'll all work perfectly. And as I say, we will be off for 2 weeks, but the practices will be, we've recorded them all, so they'll be delivered to you over the next 2 weeks. And then if he doesn't come back with me, you will find me here as usual on the mat. So let us begin today by lying down. Make yourself nice and comfortable on your mat. Letting go of your day and everything that's going on in your world. And just bringing yourself to your practice. Let your attention go to your breath. As you inhale through your nose, into your belly, pause, and then exhale. Extending that exhale to make it longer than the inhale. Taking one more breath here. And then when you're ready, bending your knees, rolling over onto your side and making your way to your tabletop position. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, feet straight out behind you, looking down on your mat. And from here we're going to head straight up into a downward dog. So making our way up nice and slowly, curling those toes, pushing the hips back to the heels, and then raising the knees up as you make your way up, lengthening through the spine, pushing away from the mat with your hands. And then just beginning to warm up those legs, pedaling them out, helping them to stretch and open and lengthen. And very slowly making your way into your point of stillness in downward dog. Allowing the head, the gaze to look towards the belly button, the hips to push back, keeping those shoulders away from the ears. Taking 2 more breaths here. And then from here, walking the feet up to meet the hands, having the toes pointing out to the edge of the mat as you come down into your version of a squat. So remember, that can be up a little bit higher if you want to use the support of a block. If you like also, And with the elbows, so coming the palms together, and let the elbows press against the knees to open out the hips. Palms together, lengthening through the spine. Taking one more breath here. And then letting the hands come down onto the mat. Let's step that right leg back. Nice and far, letting that right knee come down onto the mat and the foot open up. And keeping this foot pointing outwards, the left foot pointing outwards, with the right hand, press the knee away and look towards, or with the left hand, press the knee away and look towards the back of the mat. One more breath here. And then coming back to the center, letting that left foot now point straight to the top of the mat, bending this right knee, holding on to the right foot with the left hand. So the body is still in a little bit of a twist, looking out towards the left. Trying to stack the shoulders, listening to your body as you go. One more breath. And then releasing the foot, bringing the hands back to the center, turning that left foot out once again, and let's step the right foot up to come back into our squat. Taking 3 breaths here. Keeping that spine nice and long, extended, open. Great hip opener, having the squat. So then letting the hands come down, let's step that left leg back, nice and long, letting the left knee come down onto the mat, keeping the right foot pointed outwards as you press that right knee away from you and take that gaze towards the back of the mat. One more breath here. And coming back to the center, letting that right foot point towards the front, keeping the left hand close to, on or close to the mat as you bend that left knee, holding on to the foot with the right hand and taking a look towards the right. Getting a nice stretch to the quad there and still feeling the stretch in the right glute. One more breath here. And then releasing that left foot down, bringing both hands back onto the mat, coming back into your tabletop
And making your way up to your downward dog again. One more breath here. And let's raise the left leg out behind you, stepping it through as we lift up into a warrior one. So, having the left knee over the left ankle, the right leg stepping it back far enough so you can feel the stretch, but you still want to be able to get that full right foot onto the mat, squaring up the hips and raising up the arms. One more breath here. Remembering to engage the core as you exhale, drawing up that pelvic floor, belly button in and up. And then clasping both hands together, raise the gaze, drawing the arms back. Getting a nice back bend here. And releasing the right hand down onto that right thigh, raising the gaze as you just take a deeper back bend here. Feeling that nice openness in the whole front of your body, lengthening through the front of the body. One more breath. And coming back to upright, let's take it to, so where you are, you can just turn like this, but I'm going to turn my back to you. So, standing with our legs about 3 hip widths apart, sitting down into a squat, raising the arms up. One more breath here. As you exhale, see can you just deepen into the squat a little more. And then let's just turn the right foot to the top of the mat. And with this left foot, we want to step it across. So our feet are hip width or more apart. Bending the right knee so it's over that right ankle, but still keeping that connection with the left foot. Squaring up the hips, raising up the arms, soften the shoulders. One more breath here. And then clasping the fingers together, raising them up over the head, following with the gaze. And releasing down that left hand as you raise the gaze and deepen the back bend. Opening the front of the body once again. One more breath here.
coming back to upright. Let's once again come into our squat here. One more breath here. And coming to a star pose, softening shoulders, engaging the core. And then let's hinge at the hips to come into a nice forward fold here. Nice and deep with the forward fold. One more breath. As you exhale, deepening into the fold. And then bringing the hands down onto the mat. Heel toe, the feet to hip width apart. And come all the way up to stand. Let's take it to the top of the mat. And from the top of the mat, raising the arms up over the head. Sweeping them down, let's come into our forward fold. Encouraging the lower rib cage to come into contact with the thighs. And then let's step it back to a downward dog. And from here, stepping the feet forward, let the toes turn out, heels come in, making your way back to your squat once more. One more breath here. And then let's make our way down onto the mat. Let the legs come out long. Lying down, raising the arms behind you. For a nice full body stretch. One more breath here. And then drawing the arms back down by your sides, bending your knees, lifting the feet up, keeping the knees bent with the soles of the feet looking upwards and holding on to the outside edge of your feet for a happy baby pose. Encouraging those knees to sink down towards the mat with each breath. And then begin to open up the legs, still holding on to the toes as you raise the legs up, lengthening through the backs of the legs. Feeling that nice stretch all the way up the backs of the legs, through the calves. One more breath here. And then bending the knees, let the feet come down onto the mat. Having the feet about shoulder width apart. Let the arms come down by your sides and then activating the feet so you're pressing into the mat with the feet, and let's lift up into a bridge pose, keeping those feet nice and active. One more breath here. And then lowering down onto the mat, and let's just lift up and down into bridge, synchronizing it with the breath. So as you inhale, lifting up into a bridge, raise the arms up behind you. And then exhaling as you draw it all back down onto the mat. And again, inhale, lifting up. And exhale, and drawing down. 3 more times. Last time. And then hugging the knees into the chest, just take a gentle rock from side to side. When you're ready, letting the feet come down onto the mat. And the legs come out nice and long. Arms down by your sides with your palms facing upwards. And just allow the body now to totally relax, release and let go. Letting go your feet and your legs. Letting go your glutes and pelvis. The whole back of your body and shoulder blades. Front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your arms and your hands. Your head, face, jaw and chin. Whole of your body, just let it go. And take a little time here for gratitude. Gratitude for all that is good in your life today. And then let your attention go to your breath as you inhale through your nose into your belly pause, and then exhale. Keeping your focus on your breath for the next few minutes.